Let's say you've already been in Shanghai for 2 or 3 days, or maybe it's your second time visiting this amazing city. You've already been to the Bund, you've already walked East Nanjing Road, Pedestrian Street, you've already been to Yuyuan. Well, what else is there to do? You're in luck because I already made a video about what else there is to do. Today I want to give you a relaxing look at Shanghai. I don't want to say a local's perspective because I'm not a local, but from the perspective of somebody who's spent many, many years of their life in this city. Today I would be thrilled if you join me as I just give you a little look around. Probably my favorite part of the city, Shanghai district, and a little bit of Changning district as well. I'm mostly just going to walk around and show you what it's like to have a beautiful, chilled out spring day in Shanghai, one of the best cities on earth. I want to start my tour of Shanghai here on this lovely, lovely grounds of this hotel. The gardens and grounds around here are manicured to perfection. You got green grass, lovely blooming flowers. Like I said, it's springtime in Shanghai, spring in the city. Amazing. Best time ever to visit Shanghai is spring or fall. The weather is obviously very, very good. And it's just crisp and clear and bright and blue and green, colors everywhere. Cherry blossoms, I believe they're cherry blossoms, some sort of blossoms. You don't need to go to Japan. You don't need to go check out the blossoms there. You can just come right here. I don't want to give you a whole history lesson, but there weren't colonies, but there were like concessions in the city for other countries hundreds or so years ago. And so you have lots of really, really cool old architecture here on the grounds of this hotel. You have, I don't know, I want to say like French style, almost like a villa right here. Really beautiful. I don't know if you can hear because I'm wearing this like lapel microphone, but you have so many birds calling. You hear the bird songs in the morning. It's just a perfect place to start your day. After a delicious breakfast in the hotel, it's time to set off exploring historic Shanghai district. Our first stop will be the West Bund. Your public transit options in Shanghai are plentiful, from the subway to the bus. However, today I am opting to drive, in order to cram as much fun stuff for you to see into this one perfect day as humanly possible. As always, I encourage you to self-drive in China. It's not as hard as you might think. Check out the link in the description to learn more about doing just that. Most of the video today is just stuff that you can walk to around the hotel that I'm staying in, because that's a great neighborhood. But still here in Shanghai district actually is the West Bund. And I wanted to take you here today because I've shown you the Bund before and I've shown you the North Bund before. And actually, like, when I live in Shanghai, I always come here to the West Bund because it's amazing. It has this incredibly long walking track or running track or cycling track, rollerblading like it's still the 90s, along the river. And then it has tons of shops, tons of activities to do. It has a really, really great museum. Let's go check out the West Bund. So you can actually walk along this pathway up here, elevated pathway, and there's stairs up ahead. And I always used to like to come here in the afternoons or on the weekends and stand up here and watch people play basketball. It's a great view, it's a great day out. It's really cool. And then just beyond this courts here, you've got, well, 7-Eleven, but you've got a skate park, which we're gonna go check out next. And also, I don't know if they still do it, but there used to be tons of foreigner groups, Laowai groups that would do slacklining out here all the time, weekends especially. And that was always really cool. I don't slackline, I have no balance. But you can come out here and watch all the foreigners, and some Chinese of course too, who like to do that, and then you can hang out and meet some friends. And it's pretty cool. Oh, and there's even a dog park back here. Now, I've long been an advocate for China and like how easy and convenient and simple it always is in China. But of course, that only really helps if you can speak Chinese or read a little bit of Chinese. Now, this says, do you want to know where a toilet is? Do you want to know where to park your car? Or maybe where your car is parked? Do you want to know what to eat? You can scan this right here with WeChat, and you can find out all the information about what's here. So it's actually like really, really, really useful for people who may be here for the first time. So yeah, very convenient, very cool. China thinks a lot about how to make things better and easier and simpler and more convenient for the people all the time, especially in a city like Shanghai. So here we've got a skate park. Looks like they've removed some of the stuff they used to have. I haven't been here in a long time. They used to have a little like boxes and things and rails to grind on, but now we just got a kid doing rollerblading. Still cool. You have one ramp here. And you know, for a country that everybody says is always so oppressed and horrible and people are so miserable, you got people having picnics. Everybody's out here having a grand old time. So you can see it's really a lovely place to have a picnic, to go glamping. And it's a weekday. Don't these people have jobs? Oh, what's happening here? 阿姨们 TikToking. Li Xiaolong. Right here we have unmanned vending machines. I guess there's never been a manned vending machine. Anyway, you just scan this and you take out what you need, and it knows what you bought. It can see it, it can feel it, it can sense it. and that's how you buy your stuff here. So they don't have a traditional vending machine with a coin and it pops out the drink. No. In China, it's like a whole refrigerator that you can just open at will. Although to unlock the door, to open it, you do have to scan it with WeChat or Alipay so it knows who you are, because that's bound to your ID, your account. So it would be stupid to steal everything out of the machine. Over here past the bridge, that's the Mercedes-Benz Arena. And I remember like 7-8 years ago, there was the Victoria's Secret fashion show in Shanghai that year. And we had tickets to that. And it's a long story, but I had to sit outside in the car waiting for my boss. Maybe I'll tell that story another day. That story involves Gigi Hadid and Bella Hadid, and they're famous. So I should tell that story. Leave a comment below if you want to hear the Gigi Bella Hadid story and the Victoria's Secret fashion show from my life 8 years ago. It's a very, very fun story. So here's an old locomotive, 1987, Datong, Shanxi province, old train. Really, really beautiful and cool. If you're into trains, come check it out. If you're into trains, China is a country that you should definitely visit. I'm not so into trains, so sorry about that. If you're a train nerd, leave a comment. What do you feel about this train? See, make you feel good? Make you feel some kind of way? It's freaking big, man. Check this out. You got a tugboat pulling this absolutely massive JNS shipping, I guess, container ship, which is empty. I would have thought they would pull a bunch of empty containers. Actually, I don't know what kind of ship this is. Anyway, it's a massive ship coming down the Huangpu River here in Shanghai. That's so cool. And another tugboat behind it, pushing it. I always wonder how people get these jobs. How do you become a tugboat driver? Where did I go wrong in my life to not be a tugboat driver? Instead of being a tugboat driver, I'm stuck here making videos for you guys on YouTube. Wouldn't it be way cooler if I was a tugboat driver making YouTube videos? Dang. If anybody knows how to become a tugboat driver, leave it in the comments, because I could go for a career change. I want to be a tugboat driver. Okay, so just here in front of us is the Long Museum, or the Long Gallery. And it's a really, really cool place, just in terms of the architecture and obviously the stunning location. But if this is a place that you want to get unique photographs and portraits of yourself while you're in Shanghai, this is a good place to come. It's as good as any. So here, you got people taking portraits right here. So you got lots of concrete, lots of arches and curves, lots of textures. Up here ahead too, you've got some cool arches and curves. So yeah, like I said, a really cool place to take pictures. Lots of light and shadows. All that interplay is really, really nice. Yeah, more people down here getting shots for Xiaohongshu. This really, really cool poured concrete archway. Photographer right here. He's looking for the shot. Just outside the museum, you have the cherry blossoms. So again, you don't gotta go to Japan. You can come here and get a mild approximation of Japan. Just less sushi, less ramen. Over here, you even have a person taking portraits for a doll. And this dog right here, Xiao Chai, so cute. Xiao Chai, Xiao Chai, Xiao Chai. So that is the West Bund. Really, really cool place. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely come here when you're in Shanghai. I got a full day ahead of me, so I gotta be moving. Hop back in the car and on to the next stop. Let's do it. After a fun, gorgeous spring morning on the West Bund, I drove back to the Radisson Collection Hotel, Xinghua, to park the car and explore Xuhui by foot. But before I show you the rest of Xuhui, lucky for me, the hotel concierge was kind enough to let me into their historic villa, which can be booked for a stay,
but is typically not open to the general public. The hotel let me in, and they wanted me to be sure to tell you all. They only let me in because there was a renowned architect here today taking a tour. My lucky day, of course, and now yours too. Thanks to the architectural tour, I learned a ton about this residence, which is called Hazelwood Villa, and is 91 years old this year. In 2023, it was fully renovated and open for guests. The villa was originally built as a residence for the Swire family of Cathay Pacific Airways and Taikoo Sugar and Taikoo property fame. Hong Kongers will certainly know of this family, as well as many others across Asia and the rest of the world as well. Their business empire goes back centuries, but this isn't about them, it's about this villa. It's beautiful. Let's take a look, shall we? The villa was designed remotely, before Zoom and all that, yes, remotely, nearly 100 years ago by a Welsh architect called Clow Williams Ellis, who never visited Shanghai and so never saw his building completed. He also never got to have Mishui Bingchang. Sucks to be him. Now, I'm sure he was proud of his creation nonetheless. It has 3 levels, a large patio, huge lawn, and a handful of beautiful decks. Renting a room in this villa will set you back, at minimum, about 6,800 RMB, or approximately $930 US per night. There is also a large gathering room on the 3rd floor that can be rented for parties, or mahjong, or drinking, whatever you want to do, as well as a formal dining area for private dinners on the ground floor. Many very famous guests and politicians have stayed in the villa over the years, and I can see why. Can I open the... Any money? Money? Oh. No money. That's too bad. I was hoping somebody forgot their money. Again, I must thank the hotel management for allowing me in and providing me with this information. I'm just a lowly vlogger staying in the cheapest room, but they took amazingly good care of me. I can highly recommend the Radisson Collection Xinghua Hotel during your stay in Shanghai. A standard room, the one I got, will set you back around $200 US per night. It is well worth it for the location in historic Xuhui district, as well as the beautiful grounds you can take a walk around, the really good breakfast, and of course, their incredible service. And hey, free parking if you do drive. Oh, in the bush. There are a couple of things that I really love about Shanghai, not the least of which is how walkable the city is, and especially this neighborhood. And that's why I always try to stay in this neighborhood I'm in Shanghai, the former French concession, Xuhui, simply because the streets are not wide boulevards, they're all narrow. You can see beautiful trees everywhere, which unfortunately right now, not full of leaves, but in certain times of the year, namely like later in spring and fall, beautiful part of Shanghai. You have all this old French style villas, architecture, and then not just the walkability, not just the architecture, the style of the neighborhood, the feeling you get, but also this truly is an international global city, which means you've got some of the most amazing foods, international food, some of the most amazing cafes. You got it's a crazy coffee city. And then of course right now I'm gonna go get my favorite, gelato. I love ice cream, I love sweets, and you don't think gelato when you think Shanghai, do you? But that's where we're gonna go have a taste of it right now. Before we taste the delicious gelato, I need to point out that the aesthetics and concept for this ice cream shop are really incredible. The name of the store is basically a pun or a play on words for Chinese medicine. In Chinese language, Chinese medicine is zhongyao, which would be these characters on screen now. Tong just means a hall or a room. The pronunciation of these characters in the name of the store is the exact same as Chinese medicine, zhongyao. So this place sounds like Chinese medicine, and it is designed to look exactly like a traditional Chinese medicine shop. And the flavors are all very Chinese and Chinese medicine adjacent. You can even get a prescription filled here by this lady who makes some Chinese medicine over the fire in the pot for you or for your friends. Oh, nice, great.
我给你当头。
就看你自己要想不想要这个小油，想要的话就可以参考挑选。这些都是给自己的。
Now, let's taste it. So I'm actually here at the gelato store. It's Chinese style gelato, zhongyao tang, and I really wanted to come try this place for 2 reasons. One, like I said, I love ice cream, and Chinese style ice cream I gotta try. And 2, this drink right here is based on, or named after, really famous mosquito repellent in China. I don't know if it's gonna be tasting like it or what. We're gonna try it. And the cup is so cute, right? I did that upside down. I'm stupid. Oh, mosquito repellent always has a good, strong fragrance, right? So
I'm expecting this to be quite fragrant as well. But not necessarily delicious, but that is actually really good. It doesn't smell like the mosquito repellent. Kind of fruity, I don't know, kind of like fruit juice. It's actually quite nice. So that's a good refreshing drink on a hot day, which is not today. And then now I've got 3 scoops of gelato. I got 3 different flavors. I got one that's more classical flavor as chocolate with pumpkin seeds. Then I got rose berry. It's a megui mei. And then I have ginger brown sugar flavor. So we'll start with the berry. Very good. I always find wooden spoons overpower the flavor of the ice cream. Makes it taste like wood. Anyway, so next we're gonna try the ginger and brown sugar, and this is like a remedy or whatever for Chinese women on their period. But they're not allowed to eat cold things, so I'm not really sure how that works. Anyway, let's try that. And the shopkeeper warned me that it's gonna be spicy. That one's really damn good. I can't even taste the wooden spoon because it's so powerful. It tastes like ginger, like pure ginger. That's amazing. I would eat that all the time, period, no period. I would always eat that. I'm gonna do one more bite and then get the chocolate with a pumpkin seed. Chocolate, pumpkin seed. Wow. That is a really, really deep, rich, like almost like velvety chocolate flavor. That's really good. Shanghai, you gotta come to this place if you like ice cream, like I do. That chocolate's amazing. I want to get more of it. I should have got 3 scoops of chocolate. I'm gonna eat it all. All right, I'm gonna finish this up and hit the next station on this perfect day in Shanghai. All right, so I actually really, really dig this place because I really just enjoy the whole Chinese aesthetic, like the aesthetic of an old style Chinese medicine shop. Like if you've been anywhere in China at all, you know what they look like and what they feel like. But instead of having Chinese medicine where you're drinking like funky taste stuff, you actually have Chinese flavored gelato, which is really cool. And so I really enjoy that. And there's 2 locations here in Shanghai, and also they just opened one in Shenzhen, so it looks like they're doing well for themselves so far with this kind of really unique style and aesthetic and product. So really cool. I recommend it. Right now I'm walking on Huaihai Middle Lu, which is one of the real main thoroughfares through Shanghai and definitely through this part of Shuhui district anyway. And actually just to my right is the Wukang Mansion, which we'll come back to later. So I recommend if you do come to Shanghai and want to take a little walking tour, you come to kind of keep like Huaihai Middle Road as your like North Star. Then you can come different directions and find lots of different cool stuff. So right now, behind us, next to us, is Wukang Mansion. And you can see nothing but people out here, everywhere, every corner, taking pictures, standing, posing. And that's because this is one of the most famous buildings in Shanghai. And I almost never see it. When I watch vlogs of Shanghai. Everybody else goes to the Bund, goes to Shanghai Tower. They don't come here. And that's weird. This girl dressed so fancy. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I could just totally hang out here all day and just watch people like taking selfies and taking pictures of each other. I think it's a fun time, better than a lot of other activities you could do in Shanghai. You got people you can hire to take pictures. 是拍照相吗？
啊，对呀，
多少钱？3块。
30。
哎呦，
30元啊，不是美元啊。
我知道啊，我知道。
你想拍吗？
不是，我
想拍，
问一下。
拍完自己选。
我就问一下。
拍完自己选。
我不用，谢谢。
哎呀，你中国语言不错。
啊，还可以。
啊，
谢谢。
中国通。
嗯。
你自己过来吗？
是，自己过来，自己做的吗？还你有老板还是什么？
啊，俺自己的。
你自己的，你自己有的。
啊，对。
嗯，厉害。Oh, that one's cool. Try.
The Wukang Mansion is an iconic Shanghai landmark. Originally built for foreigners working in the concession districts in 1924, by a Hungarian-Slovak architect called Laszlo Hudek. Later, Wukang Mansion became a trendy place to live for celebrities, actors, and other high society hoity-toity types. Now, it's a Xiaohongshu hotspot, and still a trendy place to live. Its location here in the heart of Xuhui cannot be topped. I highly encourage you to not miss Wukang Mansion on any trip to Shanghai, whether it's your first, your second, your third, or your last. How do you know it's your last? I don't know, but whatever.
The whole song and dance just to get her to pose, right? There we go. Almost. 45 seconds. Haven't taken one picture. One thing you'll notice about China that's just really, really fascinating and impressive is that you got this big crowded place, lots of tourists, lots of people, and you have all these people who place their bags out here, whether they're photographers like this guy, or tourists or whoever, probably mostly photographers, but they all place their stuff out here, and you see nobody out here taking it, nobody rifling through their bags. No. You have all these people here, and nobody's doing that. Shanghai is just like an overwhelmingly safe city, and also your possessions as well are very, very safe. Nobody's gonna pickpocket you, most likely. Nobody's gonna steal your stuff. It's just sitting there, wild. Imagine that in America. Are you kidding me? Not gonna happen. So this right here is the Feiyue shop. It's probably the best Chinese shoes. I think it's a Shanghai brand, I'm pretty sure. A lot of people wear them in China and they're really comfortable and really cool. And that's right here on Huaihai Zhongmen Road, right up the street from the Wukang Mansion right there. I highly recommend it. Like, if you want to get a souvenir of your time in China, but you don't want to just get a knick-knack, paddywhack, give it like a bone, a little trinket, you want to get something really good and Chinese, you go to Feiyue and get some shoes. And they probably have more locations, I don't know, but I always remember this one right here.
Well, it's late in the day, maybe too late for coffee, but I am lagging big time, so I could use a little pick-me-up. I really wanted to try M2F Cafe and Roastery for a couple of reasons. One, their pour-over coffee is supposed to be really, really nice, and two, because they hire and support people with disabilities in their cafes. Obviously, not just in China, but many places in the world, it can be difficult for people with disabilities to find gainful and fulfilling employment. Here, they employ 2 deaf female baristas who are top of the class at making coffee.
She just made the pour-over coffee, and we're gonna try it. This is their own special roast they do here every week. This is Godfather medium roast. Smells delicious. And it tastes the same. Absolutely delicious. A little bit sour, just a little tiny touch of sour, but really, very, very, very flavorful and good. And if you like a good flavored, not like artificially flavored, but like a full flavor of coffee, here you go. I love Shanghai. Other countries removed all their phone booths, took out all the phones. You can't even use one anymore if you need a phone call. Here in China, in Shanghai anyway, you still got phone booths and you got 3 minutes free call. You can call anywhere in China for free for 3 minutes. She's telling me in Chinese and in English, you can put the number in, dial the number, press the pound key, and you get 3 minutes of free phone. Amazing. Too bad I don't know any Chinese phone numbers anymore. Gotta make some friends. Oh, how lao Shanghai.
At this point in the day, I was starving and dead tired.
Like hell.
Despite the coffee. So I stopped out of M2F Cafe and into this BenBang Mian shop. Yes, still in Xuhui. BenBang noodle shops are a must while in Shanghai. Do not go to East Nanjing Road and eat chuar for your YouTube channel. I implore you once again. Find a local noodle shop, BenBang Mian. All that really means is that it's like Shanghai, Jiangsu, Zhejiang style noodles. So it's local Shanghai flavors, and you know it's gonna be delicious. Most of them will even add free noodle refills if you got a huge appetite. Amazing. I ordered Da Pai Mian, which is always a solid option, and it was good.
为什么叫 BenBang？ 为什么叫 BenBang？
上海的。
为什么？
上海的特色。那个比方说那个安徽有徽帮，那个川菜有川菜，它这是本帮，就是上海本地的。
是上海话吗 ？BenBang？
本帮是上海话。上海口味。好。
好。
侬好。
Well, I'm tired. It's been a pretty amazing day in Shanghai, in my opinion. And lucky for me, lucky for us, actually the hotel here has Wontons they provide for every guest. Wonton if you're American. And so we're gonna try those. They also have fresh orange juice. Great way to cap the day. I hope. Let's try this Wonton. Big ol' fat, looking delicious. I'm the worst eater. It is the perfect way to cap the day. We'll try their orange juice. Yep, that's orange juice. Made at, I can tell you when they made it. They made it at 10:15 p.m. Like I said, it's about 11. I think I said that. What did I say now? All right. So thank you for watching. I hope that gave you some interesting ideas for your next time in Shanghai or your first time in Shanghai. And if you want to see more activities to do in Shanghai that you might not have seen on YouTube before, click here somewhere. Don't forget to subscribe. I have a goal to get 10 million subscribers this year, and I'm only about 10 million short, so smash that button. Stay away. Okay.